On. Nice. Hey, greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome to a stream. A stream by me, Samus. Everything actually live. Looks good. Looks good. Did my tweet go out? I guess it probably doesn't matter because I imagine if it's not, it's too late. We're already streaming. Yep, we are streaming on Twitch. All right, perfect. Or on Twitter. On the tweets. On the tweet box. All right. Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome to, I don't want to say today's stream, but a stream, the stream, our stream. Hello. I'm doing my best to kind of motivate to turn the stream on a little bit more. Trying to get back in that habit. So if you're watching, whether it's later or live, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a wonderful day. All right. So I decided to take a little break, grab a shower. But before I did, I went ahead and I knocked out level 5 super fast. Basically, I did Tangle Root. I know that those quests get a little bit crazy on the levels, but I don't find them to be that difficult. Especially once you kind of get used to playing on like multiple Skull Reaper, you kind of just just learn to deal. So even doing something like level 7 or whatever at level 5 is not the same, in my opinion. That self-healing is the bee's knees. Not being able to do it makes a huge change in the game. So like I said, we're just kind of jumping through some levels here. Not really going too crazy. Sometimes I've looked at the LFM panel. Sometimes I haven't. I've not been particularly good at being group friendly. I probably should. But I know a relatively consistent viewer is Rhett, and Rhett's level 10, I think, at the moment. So that means he's probably got XP for level 11. So I'm kind of hoping to catch up. Basically, so I can trick him into carrying these levels. One's loose, two's loose. Okay. Is everybody done being big jerks in here? Okay. So the sweet spot is like somewhere right in this vicinity. Should get both the traps here and there. Alright, nice. Got them. Now, of course, the problems with the taking the time to do the traps is then you have to do the time, or take the time to do the doors. So it must be just a little bit closer this way then. Normally I normally would do one search here and it would hit this one and that one. But oh, excuse me. I feel like I had got a window where I managed to make all of them work with a single search, and that was pretty gangster. Never fails. You turn the camera on and all of a sudden your allergies kick in, or whatever thing that kind of bothers you, but it wasn't bothering you right that minute. Yeah, that's how I feel. Feel about everything. Alright, I'm gonna blow my honker here. Excuse me. Alright, the phone just went mini a chirp. So let's see what's going on. Okay. I just got word that we are going to draft the bigger set tonight, the new Magic the Gathering set. So I'll probably have to take a second and do a Facebook post in a minute. Do a quick confirmation ask. The last time I put out information like this about this particular event, it was incorrect, and I feel like I had a bunch of egg on my face from my community. Okay. Like, that person was actively running around the dungeon and fighting. I don't understand why that didn't count. Alright, let me send out a quick work Facebook. Okay. Just get confirmation on that pricing, and that'll basically take care of Remington's plans for tonight. We were trying to decide if he was going to draft tonight or not. Now it looks like he most definitely will be. If they... I guess these are questions that I should have thought of and asked previously, but they were intentionally marked differently on my calendar, so thought we must have already taken care of it. That's why I have a thing that's essentially written down, so I don't have to try to remember. It's an old man safety mechanism. Dang a lang. Get these guys going. We're at the point now where I like to just go ahead and start pulling out my army in a can. That's why I got it. What else do we do? Now we have our bard at our disposal. There's not another one, is there? No. Next one's a level 10, right? Yeah. We do want to stay in here and fight until we get eight monsters. So we'll let the guys kind of go on attack mode. I'll be ready for the first wave. all the same one. There we go. Nowhere near quick enough to kind of catch them before they get away. So I'll just have to do it here. Try to focus everyone on one side at a time. Okay. So that crystal will be number 6, so we need 4 more. We don't want to kill anybody in the next room if we can help it. Okay, doggies. We need to be assassins. Tricky. Go up here to the 9 position for now. Okay, 2 more guys, and then we gotta put these guys on stay here mode. Worst case scenario, I think we can get a dog spawning in here somewhere, but they should spawn one more wave. Just another second, I believe. I hate not getting Reaper experience for these early quests because they're so quick and easy. Come on. What'll happen is I'll decide to leave them. There they are. I'm gonna say I'll leave them here, and then the spawns will come in and kill them. Okay. Now that they're here, they should be fine. We should have our kills, and if we need them to pull a lever because it's just too hot, say we have a Reaper or something on us in here, we can summon one, have him pull a lever as we jump away. Nice. What's the numbers? $321 Reaper experience. Seems like an awful lot for that quest. So for people who are paying attention, we did like 4 quests. Maybe 5 quests in the last little bit that I've been counting out the Reaper point totals on. We would now have at least 1, almost 2 Reaper points if we're brand new characters. So again, if you're on a full squad of people ready to go, no one's stuck, I feel like people can more easily do Reaper 1 while leveling up on the hardcore server than they think. Take advantage of the main thing of the cats. No fall damage. Hello. Probably the best thing so far. Itchy today. Very itchy today. We don't need to summon the entire army every time. Let's just get the hasters for now. Just get the hasters out for now. Wakey wakey. Wow, nothing. Multiple champs there? No, nothing. Feels harsh. Feel free to go to murder mode there, guy. Alright, we need 8 more breakables. For the doodad, these are 4. Search action. And then I like to try to stand basically in the middle of each group of 4 to try to get 3 searches in this room. It's the best I've been able to do. Obviously, if you got your auto search up by now, you're good. If you can't disable traps, but you've got your stats up, you can do the stat thing on most of the items, probably. Would not recommend that for permadeath, though. Get a good trapper. Oh, got it on the first try. Not really that worried about the monster just yet. The NPCs can beat on him for a second. It's not gonna... It's not going to slow us down if he kills some NPCs or whatever. Alright. I don't think I can get caught up with Rhett in today's session, but we'll do what I can. Hey, Naders, what's up, buddy? I thought maybe you had gotten murdered because I had not heard from you. Peck. Good to see you again. Welcome. Greetings and salutations. Ghost Skulls is probably fine still. These are another pack of quests that I think they designed really, really well. They don't necessarily get enough credit for. Just been working and stuff. You can give me a thumbs up in response to some dank memes. I've seen you some good ones lately. Here's a question I couldn't find when looking into crafting. Does crafting level persist through TR? Yes. That should be located and discussed in the TR section, I believe. Yeah. If you kind of think of like meta level progress on things like for crafting, tomes, some of those things all kind of stick with your character. Voodoo has a really, really good article on the crafting. I would basically whatever he suggests for crafting is gonna be correct. I've seen him do some very impressive like examples. That being said, that it is a grind. If you're gonna do it all at once, right? Like, I haven't even bothered in ages. I craft things, but I have not disassembled anything or cared about my crafting level in forever. And I don't even think that's very high, right? That's not a high... I forgot that that's has an ad here. Where are you at, guys? Well, somewhere our hireling got. So we're able to open the chest, which is really all we cared about. We're starting to get some double procs checks. Bard on the lever, please. Bard, lever. Alright, Blast decided to go get wrecked. What did you find, Blast? A barbarian and 2 muscles? Alright, well, welcome to a reckoning. Oh no, I don't know which way is which. I think they only go one way. So he did pull his lever. Yeah, I was just looking at what level would be needed to make a decent green steel, and a lot of things is 250. So green steel crafting is different. You don't need anything to green steel craft except for ingredients. Green steel crafting is not the same thing as the Caneth crafting, just as long as we're clear. To craft green steel items, you just need green steel ingredients. Yeah. Have you? Okay. Well, yeah, we can look at it in a second. So basically how green steel works is, oh my gosh, something stuck, is Shroud is a raid, right? And as you do the raid, you'll gather raid, as you flag to do the raid, you'll gather what's called base material and components. So those are the things that you need for, like, the problem is somehow I lost control of my focus on my main bar again. That is why I was struggle busing. Alright, sorry. So you'll make a blank, and then inside the raid, or if you have a sufficiently high guild, you can kind of craft something outside of the raid. And there's like a whole, bullshit factor. Hey Dorcas, you got enough to give me a... No, you're 7 mana, there's no way. Alright. Let's just murder hobo this guy and leave. Quest is done. It was lots of fun. I got my XP and I'm gone. right, so let's look at your topic and let's look at green steel for just a little bit. I'm trying to decide what the easiest way to do all this is going to be, and I think it's going to be to go through the guild ship. Here we go. Okay. So I think that's the first one. All right. What? All right. Well. Maybe that is the first one then. Hang on, let me double check. See, that's not the first one. What's the first one called? All right, so let me try to explain shroud crafting in a nutshell. There are two different kinds of shroud crafting. There's regular shroud crafting, heroic shroud crafting, and epic shroud crafting. I'm not going to get into epic shroud crafting right at the moment. I'm just going to focus on heroic crafting. Heroic crafting, there are materials in the flagging quests and the adventure area outside of the quest. They're pretty common by now. Most of them are not bound to character. So you can get them from guildies, you can buy them off the auction house. There are things like these greenbrier twigs and chipmunk funk, etc. It's like this listed right here, for example. And you'll put those things together along with some power shards that you can, I believe, purchase from the vendor there in Meridia. And you can make the green steel blank. So it'll be like a +5. This is not what I wanted to go. This guy. Let's see if we happen to have any. You used to get these all the time. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any just like randomly in here. But the point is that you can make a weapon that it's bound to you once you equip it. So, for example, you could have a guildie could make you one, or whatever, not equip it, and then give it to you or trade it to you or whatever, and you're good to go. So the barrier for getting a green steel weapon is pretty low, but that's what you have to do. You do the flagging quests, you do a little bit of the explorer zone, and you can play with that the altar there in the Meridia public area, and that's part of the you'll get like 7,000 experience points for playing with those with the altar anyway. It's even part of the quest, the flag for the shroud, I believe. the heroic shroud. Now, inside the raid itself, the raid is divided into 5 sections. At the end of each of those sections, there's an amount of chests, and at least one chest per section has ingredients that drop. Now, just like the Chipmunk Funk, prior twigs, etc. Excuse me. There's things like here we go, like splintered horn, gnawed bones, chain, etc. And there's different tiers of these, so small, medium, large. Okay. To explain how it worked, for a very long time, large devil scales were the primary currency of choice of Dungeons and Dragons Online. It was a long time ago, but this was our primary currency. So, yeah. But again, you can pick up all of these mats from other people, guildies, etc. And a lot of these things are, you know, again, I don't have very many scales, but I've got a lot of the other mats for something that just doesn't get run all that often. And it is something that is pretty easily to solo at level in the epic levels. So if you wanted to just do it on your own even, you're good to go. Now, the other thing that goes along with it is you're going to get these different energy cells. Some are going to be full and some of them are going to be empty. To charge them, you have to go to the appropriate altar and put I believe a random generated item of the appropriate level of either a weapon. I think it's a weapon. It may also be a shield, but I'm not sure. I think it's just a weapon. And then you can crunch them, and you can turn depleted one into charged ones. And you'll need the charged ones to do the crafting as well. Most people don't worry too much about that until they're actually sitting down to do the crafting. There is one thing, I guess I should mention, that's not unbound. There's one ingredient that's bound that you have to do the shroud or the appropriate in-game quest and get lucky. And that's the shards of power. So there's this shard of power, there's a medium shard, and there's a greater shard. What game? In my opinion, it's a level I think 16 raid, so, or 17 raid maybe. So like as you get into the epic levels, you have the ability to kind of get there. You know what I'm saying? It's not the most difficult quest in the universe once you're into the mid epic levels. So kind of like all the other crafting in the game, this is the shroud is the grandfather of our DDO crafting. So it's very common to see 4 ingredients and a power source type thing, right? And then those give you a sub-ingredient, and then you'll take those sub-ingredients and mix them into a final product like this. So you're going to take your base ingredients, make sub-ingredients, your sub-ingredients, and put them into the shards of power, and then you take the shards of power and put them into your weapon. Yep, just a bit of shroud grinding. And again, if you have a guild for a couple of people to help to pass you things, it shouldn't be more than like 1 or 2 runs with, you know, a semi-full group. That reminds me, I need to check and see if I got a message back from Johnny. I have not. I may have gotten some news about whether or not we're going to do a special kind of draft for tonight. I would really like to be able to advertise it and not be a complete asshole if I was told incorrect information. We have a ranged attack. We have another melee attack. We can make daggers all the time. 2 more damage. At some point, we're going to be able to switch this racial point out and probably move it down here. I'm ready to take the knife juggler core, but I don't think it's now. I think I'm just going to take this 2 damage all the time. Always be increasing your damage. Alright. Wow, what other 4s do we even want to do? Can do Irestone Inlet, that's not bad. Oh, the depth chain probably is correct to do. Yeah, let's do the depth chain. House Denise. Okay, how about, there we go. Every once in a while, I'll get some sort of bug, and I can't, was it Control F1? Yeah, Control F1 or Control F2, whatever the dialogue option is that I want. I really don't understand what happens, but I guess we'll take it. Let me go ahead and have this guy sing at me. And I'm gonna have him wait. Hello, 8 button. Thank you. I'm not gonna stop and do traps, do I? You know what? We've been having good luck, I think, with the chest pulls, but we haven't had like a big bangarang pull lately. So we'll probably due. Alright, we're due for some bangarang attacks. Or bangarang chest pulls. Some sweet double. Let's try these. These are both named, I think. Oh yeah, not bad. I haven't decided if this poly curse is better than Manslayer. This weapon, so that particular weapon, is enchanted with many diverse curses. On a critical hit, an enemy may be hit by one of these at random. Right? But the dagger of the largest Just has straight up manslayer on it all the time. They're like straight up manslayers. Find a gasoline? Did we get... Oh, no, we didn't get Reaper experience because I didn't kill 2 more guys because I didn't check my stupid log first. I guess, on the other hand, I did get 5% more regular experience. Hello? Of course, on the other hand, right now we're still using our Sky Pyre Dagger. Oh, fire! Alright, undead time. Oh, I guess not yet. Sorry, I thought I had double floatsome somewhere. It's always weird with, like, dual wielding. Maybe I don't have double floatsomes on me? Alright, so let's do floatsome in the main hand and one of these for now. Okay. Sorry, undead time. I want to clean up enough of this garbage that I don't have to worry about the hirelings getting in their over their head with the attacks. Because I'm not going to stop. I'm not so worried about that chest. Ooh, gross. Faster, please. No. Oh, still didn't get him. Alright. There. Wow, I really thought Fireball Man with a little bit of support would have taken care of that and I wouldn't have had to deal with all those guys down here. No Reapers or anything in that particular batch of baddies. Not regenerative guys for infinite spawns, you know what I mean? Like, there was 3 undead. I didn't see a champ, so there turned out to be 1. Killed mini guys. What? Hey, look over there. Look over there. Where are your kidneys? Show me where your kidneys are. I'm gonna blow my honker again. I'll be right back. I feel like there's a song there. You know what I mean? I mean, clearly. You know, can you...
For some reason, my brain started putting it together to a Christmas song. Da 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 da. Can I poke your kidneys with my knife? I am just a rogue, but something along those lines. I bet we can like work out that I know just where the knife needs to go. Can you please tell me where your kidneys are? I think there's a song, is what I'm trying to say. Alright. Stop what you're doing. Go pull a lever. Okay. Don't hear the wiggle 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 sound, but it's open. My hero! Polycursing for ooze killing weapons. I just don't have to deal with permanent damage type nonsense on, or damage in general on weapons I legitimately care about for fights. If you're wondering why we're making certain swaps. It's possible that I should also work in the first tier, the force damage thing. But again, that's Fae. I need a feat. I don't want to spend a feat to have my swords not take damage. Seems like a bad use of a feat. Your Fate Arc Illusionist. Again, if I could find a way to pick it up for enhancement points, I think I would. Can I see your kidneys? I'm the rogue. Stabbity, stabbity, stab. I know where the daggers need to go. I just need you to show me, show me, show. Where are your kidneys? Sorry, this is amusing the hell out of me. That's how my life is, though. Find whatever random bullshit makes me smile. Oh, a potion of blunder. They got it, boys. They got it. 2 for 2 on levers for the hirelings today. Yep, my bar's low. I was totally helpless. Boys. Hello? Hello, lads. The lads are here now. There's that 18 points of healing. I mean, that guy hit me for 37. It's fine. It hurts so bad. Beggar's kicking in now. Glaciation Gem. Nice, nice. Last one in the chain. This one's a little bit tougher. What's the level? Level 7. So it's a level above us. Not too bad, obviously, but man, we still haven't picked up the Big Daddy collectible yet today. Papa. Ouch. He punched me in my ha-ha. Hurt. Didn't like it. Our Blast is just going to die, huh? You're not going to heal Blast at all? Just F him in the A? Okay, fair. Hey, yeah. I really just want to say, this is my favorite kind of melee. I feel like I say that often, but it's not always clear, I don't think. Because I always express that I enjoy the wizardry. I'm a wizard Harry. I'm a hairy wizard. Excuse me? Trap? Trap box? Hello? Okay. I swear there was a trap box up there. Anyway. Alright, so, you know, I'm gonna probably get some hate for saying this to the wrong people. Which means it's always the right kind of hot take. But we're gonna be getting a couple of very important new programming devs in the next couple of weeks, whatever it is. And when you are doing like get up to speed projects or something like that, unless they already have a person picked out, like if you're actually hiring somebody new from outside the company, you look for get up to speed projects, right? Learn the tool, etc., etc. So what if that get up to speed project was Epic Waterworks? Maybe not Epic, but the legendary or whatever it is, the mega version. Yeah. Because that's a matter of, you know, looking at the old code, understanding it, seeing what you can do to go forward, recreating that, figuring out what would be a good way to scale it up. That would be an amazing... Ooh, alright, so we got a bow. Is it a short bow? Short bow in contender. Whoa, another armor. Nah, we don't need another armor. See what I mean? Our end reward pulls have not been the worst. Not the best, but not the worst. Fairly reasonable. Rip, that was the only piece of loot kind of worth anything, though? Kind of medium on that. Easy sales. Potion of Blunder can get sold. I don't have a lot of strength right now on this version of Samus, so I want to keep an eye on my encumbrance. Yeah, we're up to 18 now, so we should be fine for the most part. But you want to keep that evasion if you're going to be a rogue. If you're going to be rogue, kind of want to be a ninja. Oh, look at that. Delete all. Perfect. Let's go take level 7. Level 7 is one of my favorite levels because I love Three Barrel Cove. Three Barrel Cove might be my favorite zone. Although Giant Hold, I really enjoyed that Artificer level, or life, so I was on my way to the Artificer Trainer. It's not where I want to go today, though. Alright, we're done leveling up UMD. And it's a heal level. It looks like we're going to be able to probably catch up Haggle pretty quickly. Especially not now that we freed up that Haggle point as well. So that's pretty gangster. Level 7. We get some good potential gear upgrades at level 7. A couple of different options for Redfin sets, right? The problem is I took and turned most of my Redfin set that I had laying around into epic versions of it. So I'm not sure what I have other than a set of Venom, which I think is a ring, and a, I want to say necklace. Right now I think we're using both ring slots for Feywild sets. I guess I can just hit the button. So it's pretty hard for me to give that up. So let's see what we have as options, though. Let's carry around the Elemental Bloom as like a weird black up. It's very powerful, and there's times where this just might be the thing that we need. Yeah, as I said, Ring of Venom is a dexterity set. We are dexterity based. We could use it. Well, something must be providing some dexterity. Oh, there's one. There's two. Okay, somehow we have hidden two whole dexterity in our equipment. So I feel like this might be fine. Our necklace slot, I think we can switch around. So what are we going to lose? We're going to lose a dodge. I feel like that's fine. We're gonna lose a bunch here. It's gonna feel like a bunch because we're gonna lose our Earthen Guard too. Deadly 4, Double Strike 5. It's better than our Deadly here. Do we have Double Strike hiding somewhere? Oh, that's not on the sheets here. 15. Yeah. Strange. I'm not sure where we're getting that double strike from. Did it go up by 4? What? 15. What? Okay. Our double strike is 21. 21 minus 5 is 16. 5 plus 15 is 20. So somehow putting this on is giving us 6 double strike. Can somebody... That is what it's saying, right? 15% double strike. And 4 deadly to 21 double strike. Alright, I guess we'll take it. We're up to 76 sneak attack dice. Alright, sorry. This is saying 31. I'm just trying to figure out if this is actually reporting. Okay, so that should be an increase of 1 deadly. So what is up with double strike today? Very interesting. We could have done an Elder set, I guess, but we're not really casting spells. Sacred Band we could have done, but we're not really doing light alignment or positive stuff at the moment. And I think I don't have the other part of the Shaman set, but we're not casting those spells either. So, the set that I really genuinely love is the Raven's Eye set. And if I had the goggles, I would do my best to go ahead and get my Jiminy Facets set up to have that be one of this other sets, because I really like it. And then I would try to put so this would be Raven's Eye, and then I like Windlasher's Ferocity a lot. I don't know if I have a piece of gear that I have right now that I can work in, but if I can, I believe it's the boots from the raid boots, and I have been doing the raid as each life now. So eventually I'll either pick up the boots or I'll pick up enough ingredients to have gotten the boots, and then that would be very good too, I think. So Raven Eye goggles, the Venom set, the Jiminy Facets set for the Raven Eye, and the Windlasher, and those boots, and then you'd still be able to have a 4 or 5 piece Feywild set if you want to wear a Feywild pair of bracers, which there are good bracers. I don't have Blur all the time, but we can just have them cast Blur on us. So now we're back to 5 dodge. It'd be very easy to even go higher if you wanted in the future. You know what I'm saying? Like, to maintain this. I think this is a good gear set for multiple lives if you're looking for something. And the Cloak of the Mimics and the Indomitable Wrappings are the 2 pieces that are not just like random named gear to do out of that. It's not bad. Alright, maybe that made sense for some people. God, I hope so. If not, sorry for confusing you. Samus, you said a bunch of words that meant nothing. Excellent. Level 7, 3-Barrel Cove. Goodness. find... Do we have a companion? Do we have a level 7 companion? We have Flower. Flower's probably reasonable for 3-Barrel Cove. I'm tempted now to change the stream title to 3-Barrel Cove. Okay, that's good enough. For time, I should have teleported through the teleporter here, but whatevs. I don't know if I can see anything about the Twitch stream until after it's over. No hearts on it though. Alright, rip, no hearts. Alright, I'm lazy, just give it all to me. Give it all to me! I don't know about you, but I have decided I thoroughly enjoy these Clear American Mint Mojitos. I think that's how you say it. Mojito? I don't know, I like it. Jason, what weapons are you using for the cosmetics? These are razor winds, and they're glamored with I forget if it's the Chaos or something else. Hey, but thanks for watching on YouTube, by the way. Appreciate it. It's very cool. Usually don't do this quest chain, but we're gonna play for like another hour-ish. I think we can... I mean, I know we can crush through 3-Barrel Cove in an hour, but I think we can add that one in maybe as well. I'm trying to figure out if I would like an actual mint mojito. But the time we ate at a bar while I was on my keto break, I thought about it after the server had left, and I never thought about it again. I think it would probably have been gas too. And dinner that day needed just a little something. Should have got the chicken fried steak. I went there with the intention of getting the chicken fried steak, and I got something else, and it was slightly disappointing. All right, let's see what's trending. Just what's trending. No comments or comments about it. Just curious what's trending. In the news, Biden signs executive order protecting nationwide access to abortion and contraception. He can't do that, so cool. Oh, sorry, not making comments. Wisconsin Supreme Court. Yeah, that's some bombshell news. Interesting read. If you haven't looked into that lately, you should definitely check that out. In music, Noah. What's that all about? I don't know what that's about. Oh, I also have a person to cast this on me. Oh, apparently somebody shared DMs. Okay. Drama that I don't understand. Because why would you share like communication. Seems weird. I've been alternating between Thief Acrobat and Assassin Vishanti for leveling. Pure Rogue working on life number 5 now. I really like... Okay, so clearly I'm hitting one of these buttons and I don't need it. It's gotta be what's happening. I'm a person that runs big variations because I like variation in general. You know, I think that's part of my issue with the game is that for me to get real variety, I either have to have a bunch of alts, and I feel like alting a long time ago for me was set aside, or at least as a major thing. I might develop a secondary tier of characters at some point again, but right now I'm a single guy player. So I tend to recommend pick a style so you can have gear for a couple of styles. Usually one melee style, one range style, and then but still keep an eye out for good things. Does that make sense? But I love the 2-weapon fighting dagger stuff. I feel like they're so well supported for leveling. And you can put it on pretty much any frame, or any class can make a supportable frame for it. There you go. That's the way to put it. Yeah, I cannot. All right, they'll pull this one, by the way, but the one over there. But for whatever reason, they don't get the hook points on this one, right? But I also thoroughly enjoy... I know there's a chest. Hey, you know what? I'm going to get that chest. Nah, we're going to get this Reaper. Everybody out of the fire, please. Good kids. Alright, not out of the fire. So, Jason, here's a question. Have you acquired your Sky Pirate's dagger yet? And do you know where that is? Because we're here. And if you're a dagger boy, like me, you're all about them daggers. Then you definitely need at least one, if not two, of the Sky Pirate's dagger. Double no! Oh! You are in much luck, my friend. I am failing this jump, though. This is much disgusting. Alright, so the Sky Pirate's dagger is like the SOS of the dagger world. It has a high modifier, and it's keen at level 4. So it's not as powerful, obviously, but it's one of the many ones that are close. And level 4, you can kind of ride that power train for quite a while. Two of the gold curse for level 3. Yeah, I screwed around a little bit with some different weapons this go around, and I don't know. I don't know what I'd recommend if you we had to start on a hardcore server at level 1, like for daggers right now. I guess you would use whatever you found. So you could potentially craft something. Okay. So the Sky Pirate's Dagger is in the most inconvenient run in this whole damn zone. But it's right here. This last time I ran Gold Cursed and Midnight's Greeting from 20 to 30. Yeah, I've been using, I made a epic ancient Balloon fighting dagger, whatever it is, from the 12. That's what I used from 20 to 30, basically. My last couple of lives. I've actually never heard of the Sky Pirate's Dagger. Sky Pirate's Dagger. So this is a popular one, mostly from the hardcore server, really. But again, anybody who's doing TRs and is into one of these styles, I would recommend it. So if you're on your way up here, you're gonna find a shrine. And if you mess around, you'll find can be a named guy. This is not the dagger. Okay, this is the short sword. Oh, you're all good. So this is the short sword in here, the named short sword, that people tend to go a little crazy for, particularly if you're a swashbuckler, the Tiefling's something blade, to give you a reference. So once you get past that, because people know what that is. And right over there is the Precious Cargo quest, right? Again, so past the end of everything out here. There's more trail. The Assassin's Blade is a short sword. I believe it's called the Tiefling's Assassin's Blade. I'll pull it up in a second on the wiki. All the way up here is a pirate ship. And there can be a rare on top of this pirate ship. And he's here. Oh my gosh. Is luck with us today, chat? Let's see. Interrupted. Nope. Rip. But it's in this chest. The Sky Pirate's Dagger. Really is one of my favorites. Alright, and then wiki. Alright, sorry. Trying to deal with the occasional work nonsense also. Where was I? Items. Tiefling. Assassin Blades. By the way, Eco Flows, I don't have a sponsorship or anything, but the Eco Flows are going to be on sale super cheaply for Amazon Day. Want one more than I can possibly say. You should look into one too. Alright, short sword. Right, here's the Tiefling Assassin's Blade. Keen, wounding, poison with a red slot. And it's a 15 to 20 with the keen worked in. So it's pretty good for short sword people. So like if you're going to do a lot of swashbuckling or that's I think where I'd mostly see it. Swashbuckle people, but it's pretty popular. But the Sky Pirate's dagger I personally think is very gangster. Yeah. Force, I mean, mine's force critical because I put it in there, right? But it has a red slot. It's keen, +2. You can, it's got an extended critical ×3. Out of the box. Pretty good for a dagger. I would very much like to acquire this armor. This chest isn't here. Good work, boys. I think I used 2 Knight's Greetings. Is that the fairy? The fairy one? They're gonna say the Fair Crystal Dagger, I think, is what the fairy ones maybe are called. Oh, Midnight Greetings is the, okay, I know what that is now. That's the... House Beneath Chain Dagger. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah, I enjoy those daggers sometimes as well. Okay. Yeah, kukri. Sorry, kukri. Yeah, I used to use one on my wizard life or lives because it had int to damage. Like that was not a very common thing. You had to do it through really weird equipment. Step around the corner for a second. But I know that I think Lich went back and changed a bunch of that stuff, so. Alright. So it looks like we are definitely doing that format tonight. But I still have not got confirmation on the pricing or if we're going to have first come, first served, butt on the seat. So we're going to find out together and have fun. Somebody open the door. Anybody? Anybody open the door? Okay, looks like the hirelings aren't gonna take the bait. We're good. Alright, we're gonna have a really nasty lag moment here. It happens every time. I'm not sure what it is with this quest in particular. I would love to take a look at it, but it'll be right here. And specifically when we turn around and come back out, it'll be the other way. It'll be quite noticeable. Okay. There's something about that door being opened that's different than other doors being opened, and I don't know what it is. I went int-based rogue once, went Harper for enough int to damage. I'll do that often. I like the I talk about the 12 points that it takes to do that or whatever, but I'll do that often on like spellcasters, or then or like on this life, I will end up going up that tree. I won't use into damage or whatever, but I will take that as my boost, because otherwise I won't have whatever that bonus is called. As for the daggers for short swords, I feel like there's just so many good... Daggers are so well positioned for leveling. I would really recommend looking for a set of daggers. We were talking about them yesterday. You have this Sky Pirate's dagger at 4, for example. You have these Polycurse daggers at 6, which are not bad. Or Polycurse. Curse shards. They're not bad. I'm still primarily using the dagger of Lurgist and the Sky Pirate's dagger right now, but I could see using the other ones. I use them occasionally. At 10, obviously, you have the Barovian and the other one. Those both do a good job. Okay, hang on. My brain is... I don't have to do all that, right? I just have to come over here, turn that this way. Alright, hang on. I talk too much and now my brain's melty. I have 2 Barovian daggers and 2 Charm daggers. Yeah, exactly. Those are fine. But what I would recommend is that at level 12 you make a Vacuum 2 dagger. Alright, hang on. So this was... So that goes like that. Up and out. Okay, hang on. This is... Something right now, my brain is just like, nope. I don't know why. Okay, so this is gonna come... Okay. Is that again, is that even... Yeah, that's right. Legendary of each. Yeah, I don't... Okay, that I think I think that's correct. I guess we'll find out in a minute. Alright, did we kill that guy? Because I was distracted. They are good starter daggers, I will agree. They are great starter daggers. Now on your next pass, go make a take the time, craft a vacuum 2, because what the idea is that you want to layer your different insta-kill effects. So you're gonna wear like a manslayer item, right? Like a ring or the goggle, whatever. Your manslayer item. So both weapons have manslayer all the time. Then you're gonna put one will have your primary will have vacuum, right? That's a completely different trigger. So now you've doubled up your insta-kill effects. So that's the idea. You just keep layering in those insta-kill effects and just because you have everything's double strike, firing off multiple times. You're assassinating anyway. Vacuum 2 is it's a Shroud Shroud 2 nickname. I was talking with another viewer about the Shroud weapons earlier today. Have you done anything with running Shroud? Fine, whatever. This might be out of balance. That we may be in a little over our head right now. Or am I being a little over our head? The other dagger has Slay Living on it. Yeah, Slay Living's good. Slay Living is very good. Okay. Well, so if you go back, I talked about the Shroud at the beginning of this video. So whenever you have time, you can just go back and watch it. So the nice thing about especially Shroud, base Shroud Heroic, it is doable by yourself. In epic levels, with a little bit of work. I'm not saying it's like absolutely no big deal at all, but it's not crazy. And with a little bit of work, you don't, if you had a good guild, you don't need to do the raid ever, technically, but it makes it faster. Alright, blue gun, green hat. Wait, I said blue gun, and then I went right past that. Seriously, brain? Hello? Do you work? I just said it, so either I said it wrong or my dyslexia kicked in. Alright, purple ghost, red candy cane. Purple ghost, red candy cane. So someone told me that they added a thing where you can hover over your level now and it tells you your past lives. Oh, maybe it's here. 45 heroic, 25 epics, 41 racial, 24 iconics. And I think that just counts the ones that they track. I don't think that counts I don't think that counts every offshoot. So like if I doubled up, so for example, I probably have done 10 extra wizard lives over my DDO career. that probably never got tracked, for example. You're on 5 racial and 4 epic. Nice. So the question becomes now. Oh, hello, nurse. What the? That was clearly a bad crit after Great Sundering. You know what? We should have just turned around. Should have just went ahead and gone back. It's fine. We'll go this way. I think now we're just backtracking to the start. And instead we could have ran back and I think saved us a little bit of time. I don't think it's going to be that much time. But it would have been a little bit of time saved. But anyway, so now the question is, oh no, we didn't. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, we actually did. So we did that section, so now we're going this way. Figured racial would be better off first than class. So this is how I feel about that. I feel like while you're exploring combat styles to figure out what you kind of want to like settle into for the majority of your lives. For example, I like spellcasting, so once I knew that I was going to do spellcasting, then I looked at those heroic past lives, and what I would do is I would do iconic lives. For those, I would do those really quickly and do iconic lives for it. So you would start at level 15 and have to go all the way to 30. But that would count both as a iconic life and as a class life. Right? So you'll get the hero, like the class past life stuff, and you'll get the racial thing for the iconic. So that's a good way to double dip, in my opinion. And then what you're doing is you're working on your combat style, which is what you really want to improve on. Because regardless of you want to have as many things that are going to be powerful across your platforms. So like, for example, if you really like monk stuff, right? You really like doing the Kung Fu, it's probably pretty important that you stop and do your monk past lives. If you like attacking with a non-throwing weapon, ranged weapon, it's probably pretty good to go ahead and grab your ranger past lives, right? Because you're talking about for taking the time off and doing 3 class lives, you're picking up 6 damage per attack. That's quite a bit. So don't get stuck not evaluating the other lives because you already started doing a different thing, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Well, that's great because rogues, you don't need that many rogue levels to still be a rogue and do class lives. Our spot didn't go off. To work a spot item or a spot gem in our item somewhere. You know what? Let's click this one. I feel unlucky. Nay. Yeah, so like I said, when you're doing some class lives, it's nice to have a base. Especially if you, for example, don't like casters, right? But you still need to get to do your caster lives. Well, having a base of like 9 levels of rogue and 1 level of fighter, for example, is pretty good at hard carrying. I don't even know if you need 9. You might just need 7 levels of rogue. No, 9 is when you get your approved evasion, right? And then every annoying race class combination becomes int based. Right, so the only one left is back here under the bridge. So far you've leveled as pure rogue all the way. Well, let's see, and that's the idea. The idea is that while you're experimenting with different classes, play with the races, right? Make those your past lives, because you are correct. You will get a bigger bang for your buck later, regardless of what you choose, by doing racial past lives while you're playing around, because those points will always be good. Okay, and we'll just take this path out of here. We're good. Alright. That's not bad. It took us call it 11 minutes. That was 19,000 regular experience and 650 Reaper experience. That's not bad. Finally managed to get your level 10 3-piece Ravenclaw. Law. Yeah, that's that becomes a keep an eye out for good stuff. I personally find that the good, quote, good stuff shows up for me on the hardcore server. So I end up doing the hardcore server with the eye out for special loot to bring back to the regular server. I cannot tell you how many times I've come back with Mythic 4 versions of stuff that maybe I wasn't going to use on that hardcore server, but ended up bringing back for the live server. So good. The Silent Avenger set. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to use yet. Whatever, I guess the one that whichever the one that grants. What's the word I'm looking for? My brain is just melted. Oh, whatever lets my evasion work. Whatever Ravenloft set is like will probably be the one that we choose. In particular, I think we need a system that moves the armor set bonus from one named armor to another, or one random loot gen armor to another. So you can just switch to maintain that 3 set bonus, but it can only go in an armor slot. Flower just died. What? Flower must have found her way to the traps. You've been saving lots of caster gear for when you do start running. I have mixed feelings on that. This is not the one that's trapped, right? Alright. Featherfall on, Featherfall off, chat. Let's do Featherfall off. Alright, go into mouse look mode. Featherfall is off. Get to the very top of the ladder. Turn around in mouse look mode. Look at where you want to go. Jump, push forward. Bam, done. Easy. Oh, he died too. Rip. Top of the... Up! Don't auto run. Stop. Okay. Look at the ladder. Jump. Whee! Look at that. Look at that. The new bone crafted stuff lets you sub in bone crafted pieces for name drops in... So, oh yeah? I'll have to look at it. Because I had suggested that a couple of times on DDOcast, and I don't know if that's basically the system I suggested there or not. If it is, I'm gonna point that out. Alright, so here is the hardest part of doing this without Featherfall. So, what you have to do is you have to figure out how far you're going to fall before you hit that ladder. I'm going to say about this far. Boop. Now, the reason that's difficult is because it's real easy to bounce. And you have to go above the ladder a little bit, but it's not a lot. Because if it's too high, you'll hit the top or whatever and you'll bounce back. Now, if you have Featherfall, doesn't matter, climb up, jump over. Or, you can go up a little bit, look over, hit over here, look over, hit over here. Whatever floats your boat. Don't be intimidated by this stupid climb. Or maybe it's also different slots that already have... Yeah, I haven't looked at it because I have been... I've been battling the hardware... Oh, that's so nice. I've been battling with hardware this year. I've had a bunch of... I had a video card failure. I've had computer problems. I dropped my phone. So not to, like, cry my sad, sad song, but... my funds have been very low. I have not been streaming, so I have not been... I haven't been earning any income. So, I'm hoping to rectify that, both by doing some streaming and I've applied for a job or two. I'm feeling a little bit better. I feel like maybe I can hold down a little something something. Let's drink this. Let's go, boy! It's been a little while with my headaches since I've had a real boy job, so a little bit nervous and excited. Maybe I'll hear something soon. Not. Let's figure out something else. Yeah, you need to build a new PC. You built that one in 14. Yeah, it's been a little while. My main thing was the I had a window where DDO was really not gonna. Alright, fine. Not a jumper this life, I guess. I didn't bring my shins rope. Alright, so I do typically carry a featherfall item. For those of you who don't know, I just usually don't use it. I'm not gonna deal with those traps. But basically what's going on is something with DDO and my video card was causing my PC to crash, like lock up and crash. And I don't know what it was totally. I think it's some combination. A bunch of people were having a similar problem around the same time. So but yeah. You always run featherfall and water breathing? See, I almost always... I like water breathing because I don't like the... Oh, that's not the right answer. Shit. I wasn't paying attention. I don't like the graphic for water breathing. Let's make sure we click these correct. Yes. Alright, wait for him to teleport all the way away before you talk to Meeble. Get out of here. But I dislike Featherfall. I was just doing that randomly till you turn the graphic settings down. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with mine. It was exploding basically. How long do you have? 16 minutes. It's fine. So when the video card basically completely went out, and by basically I mean it would sort of work a little bit out of its HDMI port. Let's turn that one down. This one's a little bit tougher on Reaper. Get out here, distractions. Those guys will time out in the other quest, and then we can resummon them if we decide that we wish to. Which I probably will, because I do like having a reasonable healer. Not that Ellery hasn't healed me through many quests outside of her theoretical capabilities. Sorry, perfect. But yeah, I tried a bunch of different stuff on mine until it eventually just crashed. And video cards are expensive, still kind of are expensive. So, did what I could with what I have. We got a good video card now, though, so pretty pleased. Pretty pleased. Didn't find out till a couple weeks ago that 2-weapon fighting doesn't work with stabs. Yeah, it's weird, right? You would think that it's... you would think that by looking at it that it would be in what you would consider a like a 2-weapon configuration, right? But they did not do that. Good distractions. Look at you guys. Look at you guys go. The best distractions. Distractions, why aren't you pulling levers? Froggo, your lever, please. My guy. Thank you. Yeah. I don't know. They probably the same reason that double maces were in the game for a while, or like listed as weapons for a long time, but then actually have never been implemented in the game. The same reason that kill this guy. Froggo can go. This guy, on the other hand, we will go ahead and rescue. People don't realize it's good. Like, people just don't understand that it's insanely good. That's why. People just don't realize it's good. The fact that it gives a bluff is just... And how important a bluff is. It's crazy. Yeah, there's lots of things that they tried to do, and for whatever reason, it didn't work out. I think that, and that's probably just what happened. Someone was like, this tech is not working the way we want, and they went, well, what if it's just, they're both are, it's two-handed, right? Let's just make it the two-handed. I went, okay. And again, I remember that was an option. Like, it was a, you can do it that way. So, clearly they just couldn't make the tech work where it was considered that. And that's fine. I don't have a problem with it. Yeah, exactly. People don't understand. Alright, what time is it? 4 o'clock. I don't know if we're going to get all the way through. Taking the time to do the other quest did add some time that I didn't expect. We'll see. Definitely in the next half an hour we have to be logged off for sure, for sure. Have the magic tonight. Oh my god, we just fell. Alright, well we just added like 3 minutes to this quest. Okay. Let's fight our way back up here. 1 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi. Alright, I guess it wasn't that bad. May have exaggerated slightly. What do we have? We have a Confleegan. Here we go. Confleegan maker. Confleegan. Make these arrows go! The other side must be the side where the danger is. Worst cat archer of all time. Why can we not hit this? There we go. Alright, hopefully that's enough. It looked like enough. Looked like enough. Walked like enough. Hopefully it's enough. Tend not to take the reverse grip point. I like it. Oh my god, which thing didn't go now? Now I'm really annoyed. The close one, because that's where I was going when I slipped. Yeah, That's exactly what I did. And I just slipped again. What the ass today? Game. Brain. I have the feeling that I'm tired here. Or did we? No, they freed us. Okay, I could have just probably turned the other direction. Also, that's like a big point, right? +1 to hit and +1 to daggers. I guess if you don't like the style, you're only losing +1 to hit and +1 damage. You heard that the animations slow down the attack in the in-game content. Yeah, stuff like that is definitely some min-maxing that somebody out there would know the answer to, but I am not that person. If you just like it, and again that 1 point of damage doesn't matter to you, then it's not a big deal. Twitchers? We still have some Twitchers hanging out with us today? Is it just everyone hanging out on YouTube today? I don't mind people hanging out on YouTube. Don't take that confusion as a complaint. Just wondering where people are. If there's anyone watching. For all I know, people are like, nah, we watch so-and-so at between 2 and 4 Central Standard Time. Okay, so be it. Alright. We'll leave this one at 1 for time, because like I said, we need to kind of wrap up. We have 2 more quests to do after this still, to loop through the chain. I'm going to set them to fight over here. They hopefully will clear those bats. We'll see. I mean, if it impacts the, like, honest-to-God attack animation stuff, then the devs need to fix it so it doesn't. Like, that is a... That'd be a major thing. I'll ask Oltz. See what he says. Oltz tends to know those kind of things. I'm still at the point where I have problems running quests on even elite with a healer hireling. Well, are you solo, right? When you're by yourself, it's not easy, right? And then the other thing is knowing, like, there's a lot of experience stuff that comes with, like, is this worth the time and hassle to do here? Is it not worth the time and hassle to do here? There's, like, some judgment call stuff. Based off of the comfort of the quest, right? That's going to take a while. You just can't force that. I would if you have a couple of people to play with, I would advise that you try like a rule of we'll try it on Reaper 1 first, and then if we fail, then we'll step it down. If you don't have some people, it's just you and a hireling, then what I would recommend is getting every gold steel hireling you can and use every one of them that you possibly can to fill out your party and have the same rule. Hirelings, summons, the whole 9 yards. Every character needs a plan for Reapers. What that plan is, you have a plan. You know what I mean? You just make that your rule, because as you get used to it, you'll realize that Reaper. The thing about Reaper 1 that makes it hard is the healing. That not being able to drink a pot and heal is insane. Like that's the difference that between elite and not. Lana. Raid alert. Lana! I think it's working. It's working. Thanks for the raid, buddy. Appreciate you. I'm not sure how much longer we're going to be on today. We're doing a short stream, but 2 days in a row streaming could be dangerous. Be careful. Anyway, good to see you, Newtons. You also get a lot of power from past lives as well. You do, for sure. You 100% do. This is what I'm going to tell you, though. Every year except for this last year, I have been in the top rankings for the hardcore server. And the reason I wasn't this year is my video card broke in the middle of the hardcore server season, and I was trying very hard to drag Cordovan through. That being said, I very nearly almost dragged Cordovan through, I think. So I'm just saying that this experience is from a place of vast experience. The difference really is the self-heal and having a plan for Reapers. Whatever the plan is. There's a couple mechanics that are weird or different on Reaper. It's true, but it's not so different that it puts the quests like on its head or something, you know? How are the things in the world of Samus? Well, I kind of talked about that on yesterday's stream. I had a bit of a apology for being gone, and kind of explaining why, like, for example, we're not killing dinos, and that's because I was walking the new puppy and I dropped my phone on the ground and broke it, so my spare capital has gone to getting my phone fixed and not being able to fight dinosaurs. But other than being strapped for dollars, I have been doing better. Working on my book, looking for some supplemental income. Gonna kinda hopefully get back in the streaming semi-regularly. I don't know if it's gonna be on a pattern, or if it's just gonna be random. Or try to get back in the swing of things, though. Probably not going to be the streamer that we were. I think I have moved past that. RIP. not a good one. How about you? Oh, it's not the worst, not the best. Most of the time, group range that pops up occasionally and choosing me up and... Alright, so... This is a familiar complaint to me. Huggers and DDO have a tendency to assume everybody is as knowledgeable as their dumb friend. So, whoever you know in DDO that kinda doesn't know what's going on, that's what a new player is. New player is that guy. Doesn't matter if that guy's been playing for 7 years and generally has his shit together and generally knows what's going on. That's what they associate with somebody who doesn't. You know what I'm saying? That's a them problem. So they run into people who are not at that level. I kind of think of them as like permanently lost, like Peter Pan's. You know what I'm saying? And then there's people who are genuinely new, and those are different people, but they treat them the same, and they don't treat them particularly well. Because they are two very different groups. So, but we think of them as the same. We think of them as new players and Peter Pan's as the same. And that they just kind of, like you said, get chewed up and spit out. Mostly tend to run solo with just a healer hireling. The rare time I group up, I tell them. That's good, though. It's nice to see that there's some people that... you're communicating with, and that they're working with you. I am generally told the other way around. Nodens, how has life been for you? Clearly you're staying safe and keeping your head down in the wilds. And that's how you actually know it's about time to end the stream chat. Finish the drink. That means that there's now that much liquid floating around in my bladder. There's some... I'm gonna tell you right now, there's some gear work probably, but it's mostly going to be using the hirelings in the quest efficiently. That's the issue. As well as probably some strategies in particular on combat in general. So, like, it's completely likely that you're doing most of the things right, but maybe you're not quite positioning yourself where you want to be, or you're not quite working off the particular Reaper that you're trying to do correctly. Try doing R6 lives. Nice! Just you and your brother still, the two of you? Took us an hour to do that, chat. We also went for whatever run you want to call it. The dagger run, the Sky Pirate dagger run. Also, that's probably some things like, do you have something for magic missile protection? Right, that's probably a thing. If you're enjoying the quests on Elite, something that I would recommend more of is trying those Night Mother's daggers more. Right? Try the daggers with the life stealing effect. So an old school strategy was keep an eye out for like whatever weapon that you like of what was it called now? Part of the reason I'm padding is I can't think of the name of the stupid power. But basically there's a power that every time you critically hit something, you get 15 temporary hit points. And so back in the day, before Reaper mode, a popular strategy was being able to... Why can I not think of that power? Being able to hit that, and if you can vampirism, and again back in the day it was just lesser vampirism, really. So you could lesser vampirism 1 hit point every time you hit somebody, and then you work that healing amp up, and you start building healing amp builds. Tobrel kind of first turned it on its head by doing a monk paladin hybrid using greatswords. Yeah, feeding. That's another word besides feeding. Specifically, that gives the temporary hit points. I have to look at it later. Maybe they combined it into new words now, but I still have an old one. I don't know. Throw those guys that way because they can't do this one. You did a Light Favor Soul for the first time this life. It's been a lot of fun. Gonna try Lightcaster Cleric. I love the Lightcaster Clerics. I'm gonna go ahead and get this treasure chest. I feel like we've been doing good on treasure. Yeah, I have been open about really liking the Sun Elf as a platform. Gonna look long and hard at if we're gonna do Deep Gnome or if we're gonna do Sun Elf for a final life on Samus or whatever. I have to look at, do I have to get the icon? I have to see if I have to get my iconic or do iconic lives to get my all my wingdings back. I don't think I'm going to be doing the iconic Tabaxis right away because I don't think you can get them yet through points or whatever. But my guild mate told me the Exalted Angel Epic Destiny went quick. I imagine so. This one we have to. We can't leave champs with ranged attacks behind us. It's just poor business. Poor business. Alright, try again. Okay. Randomly on fire. There must have been something down there that was getting us and I just didn't see it. Let's go, fire boy. Not my fastest time. 5 minutes? Gross. I have a friend, Distributed, who can run this quest literally in 2 minutes. Your hit points might be a bit low. If you stay alive, it's fine. Sometimes I wait and come back on this quest. It is a little higher, but I kind of want to have done all of Three Barrel Cove and put it in a box and be like, oh, that was nice. I really enjoy this pack. So, it'd be nice to have done it, put in a bow, have the whole experience done. Gonna lurk while you finish setting up for movie night. Sounds good, mate. Like I said, I'm probably gonna do this last quest and then probably bounce out myself. So, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate the raid. Good streams as always, I hope. And if I don't see you again before I'm out, money loves. Alright, let's switch this back. It's easy for this ear to be off-eared. I did radio for like enough years that I'm used to having this ear for some reason. But I struggle bus having my solo ear be my left ear, and I'm not sure why. It's probably my stronger ear, so I probably my right ear probably just doesn't hear as well, and that's probably how it comes across. It's just uncomfortable. For example, there's something that my wife or son or both of them are listening to that I didn't really hear before, and now I do. Let's fire this off. These guys can get serious here. Let's avoid that Reaper. I don't have any need to pick up an extra Reaper kill here. I feel like the Reaper should do something for you. Like every Reaper you kill does something for the quest. Whether it's an additional chance to move higher on the loot list. You know what I'm saying? Like something to add up to be more than just a cost. Yeah, I did run out of range. I was wondering if they were still using the old version of that for the hirelings. We got a disruptor, boys. Floats him doing work. Yeah, we just have to get to the loot in this one. Man, I know I don't think I have time for one, but I think I'm going to try to cheat a nap into existence. This summer and spring has really been a tumultuous one for my migraines. Just non-stop. Thought these were troglodytes. Why? Misremembered. Misremembered that these were undees. Try again to open this chest. Now troglodytes. Nope, still undead. Look at you, Flower, go. Did you see that, kids? Almost 400 points of damage from Flower on that light spell, instantly killing that champ. I am impressed. Young lady. As usual, not just because of that sweet halter top. try this again. Small grown dragon shard fragment day. There it is. I'm gonna say I feel like I typically get about one I want to say a session. If I do a session for like an hour, it feels usually about 2 hours maybe. About a 2-hour session. Just keep skipping the bads, I guess. There's some bads. I call this guy up a little bit closer. Like a haste. Can I get one real fast? I don't understand. There we go. These places where there's going to be lots of oozes and things, I like to go ahead and take the time and clear just to not have to worry about the higher spawning reapers on me. "36 seconds left of shield, perhaps. I should have checked it a little bit earlier. Looks like it's going to work out though. Wish they would fix Crippling Strike rogue ability. Yeah, it would be nice. Whew. Alright, kids. We got a fear. Feel like we're going to be mildly punished here for a moment. Still have a Fear Reaper going. Alright. Well, I guess the Fear Reaper gets to live. I don't like spiders and snakes. There we go. Needed a couple of hit points there. Panacea. You mother trucker. She panacea'd him. Never loved me. After that compliment about how her halter top looked delicious. No respect. The olds out in the chat will get that if they were watching. Tried to rearrange my pretend tie for the olds that are just listening. After I said no respect. Alright, we're gonna hit the guy in front first. Going this way. I think that should be all the chatter. Yeah, good. Now we out. 8 minutes and 4 seconds for 485 Reaper experience and just under 2,500 heroic. Not bad. So that was an hour and 15 minutes, more or less. We did do the extra quest that I usually don't like, and also I think we randomly did most of the quests on Reaper 3 or better. So I'm going to say that probably slowed us down. Oh, Jason, I got a thing for you. There's a lot of like opportunities where you can take junk named gear in the game while you're doing a TR on level 1 to 20. And people are going to say that it's not worth or whatever, but I majorly leveled up this sentient weapon through 1 to 20 content. Not entirely, but primarily. So there's a lot of times where I'll look through this and be like, I'll take 5 sentience experience instead. Or think about how many times there's just like complete garbage named loot that you run into. Like you can get sometimes, like 10 of it's probably not actually 10, but that stupid armor in the Undermine, I feel like I've seen that drop like 4 times in the same quest from different chests. So you can, especially for the low level things, and then at level 20, if you have 2 or 3 different gems that you have charged up to like level 3, level 4, level 5, then you can set those up. Realistically, level 4 is not that much. So you can charge up several different stones at like level 4, and then you can have different ones at level 20 for different builds, specifically for TR train stuff. I usually like having one of these clickies. This might be one of those lives where I keep this. So have a named loot trash can instead of just selling everything, basically. Alright, well those are the quests that I do in Three Barrel Cove. Sometimes I get a wild hair and I'll do guard duty type quests, usually on ranged lives. But we are not playing ranged lives builds, so see how it goes. You know what, I'm just going to go to the airship, I think. Go to the airship, clear these letters, call it a night. Alright everybody, I just would like to take a moment and say thank you very much for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it. If you would like to help us out financially, you can like, subscribe, follow, send donations through Twitch, etc. You can Cash App at Samus Garovo or $ Samus Garovo. Any of those things are wonderful and appreciated. But the best way to support us is, of course, to be here when I go live. So hit the bell buttons, whatever subscription buttons you need to get notifications. And I appreciate you guys taking the time to spend a little bit of that with us today. Alright everybody, peace, much love. I'm out of here.